A list of the topics and content warnings featured in today's episode can be found in the description below. Sit back and relax, and please enjoy episode 2, Acting Out. Hello, and welcome back to Canvir. I am your GM, Athena, and I'm joined by Cal.
Hello.
Jenna.
Hello.
And Cam.
Hello.
Last session, we met Verity Evergreen giving an interview and avoiding her group members, Buffoli arriving with little money and making some strange friends, and Mal delivering a strange package and reporting at a party for a mysterious Cardinal Salem. After a main event is interrupted, bright white light has filled the room, and the party got a view of a strange grey figure, which is where we resume to now. The room at the centre of the aviary is no longer filled by the blinding white light that had just erupted from the plinth. You see that the essence of red, Carmine, after cartwheeling back and beckoning forth whatever was meant to be the grand performance, is now on her ass on the ground with a portion of her clothes seemingly quite badly singed. You see that her mother, the Cardinal Crimson Amarishka, who of course organised the whole event, has quickly ran to her side and has started to bring her up. There is a loud murmur throughout the crowd, with a lot of people heading towards the exit. All of you, please roll me perception checks.
Oh, that'll be a nasty, hairy 20.
Okay, 20. What was Buffoli?
18.
18. Verity?
16.
16. Verity, you look around. You see Sarah and Miwa have not made a move to run, but they are looking extremely confused around the room. You see that there are some people that you don't recognize that are like quickly moving to try to control the crowd in some way. Bo, on an 18, you spot that just for a second in the crowd before they seem to disappear, the small sort of hooded figure with the long baggy sleeves that you'd seen earlier on in the garden sort of giggles a little bit and then gets lost amongst the people. Mal, you see that very quickly Namari, as well as the woman that you'd clocked before with the bow on her back, have immediately taken some sort of like authoritative position around here. You see that they're like quickly making sure that people aren't sprinting to exits and like trampling over each other, and you hear like Namari nearby you sort of calling out and going, "Everyone remain calm, no one is hurt, it is fine, no one fucking break your legs trying to get out of here." You see that the woman with the bow on the other side of the room is sort of holding her bow up threateningly, but not doing anything with it, whilst shouting at the people. And you hear her just saying, "Calm your asses down!" And she sort of fires an arrow into a wall behind her. What do you guys do in the chaos that has ensued?
I think my father would try and remain as calm as possible, try to keep stock on the situation, try and see as best as he can what's going on, sort of straighten the narrative in his mind.
Mm-hmm.
I think Verity's kind of taking stock of the situation, like keeping her eyes out for anyone who may be like suspicious in some regard, or who like just like keeping an eye on the people in the room that she can see.
I think Mal is just kind of standing there, like dazed, just like looking around as people like swarm around her. It's just like, okay, damn, fuck. Just like kind of taking inventory on like Vin and Namari, just like kind of keeping her eyes on them and making sure they don't get hurt in any way.
Yeah, you see that Amari is kind of taking like a more like threatening position amongst the crowd, just to try to keep people a bit more in line. You see that Vin is sort of like backed against a wall, staring quite confused and a bit dazed as well. As you guys are all seemingly, all of you, like sort of surveying the situation and what's going on, Bo, Az grabs your wrist for a second, sort of shakes it and goes, "Did you see that?
The bright light or the weird guy?
The person, the person in the light."
Yeah, I saw the weird guy. Kind of wasn't going to say anything about it because it felt not my place.
There's a white. So yeah, same as me. White light, weird person for a second, right?
Yes.
Okay. What the fuck? There is a moment where the crowd sort of lulls for a moment as you see that Charisse has stepped onto a table and is just like banging two forks together, and you hear a yell to everyone, "All of you shut up, please. Okay, can we please just calm down? No one is dead, no one is bleeding." You see she looks down and goes, "Carmine, are you fine?" You see Carmine looks up and goes, "Yeah, I'm fine, just a bit of burning on the clothes." You see Charisse looks at her, "See, your essence is fine, everyone. There's no need to panic or run or ruin anything. We don't know what's going on," but you see that a sort of beat passes and Crimson stands up. She helps lift her daughter up before she steps towards the plinth and calls out to everyone and says, "What did any of you see there?" You see that someone quickly steps forward and goes, "Just a bright, blinding light." And there's like a murmur of agreement within the crowd.
A person?
You say a person. You see from nearby you, Mal, you get some weird looks.
Damn. I guess I'm the crazy one. Sorry, guys.
You
I'll
see
keep
that,
my mouth shut next time.
you see that Crimson sort of looks over to you and goes, and she starts like striding towards you. So you're a person.
Yeah.
What kind of person? As in a person who did something here to do this?
I don't know. I don't know. I saw him for a second, and you're trying to make heads or tails of them. That's just not how that works. Sorry.
Okay, very well. You see that Crimson turns to the whole room and goes, "Did anyone else see a person?"
Both really like kind of bites his lip and puts his hand up.
Yeah.
He turns to Az to see if he's doing the same.
Az is doing the same.
Oh, fuck, this is a lot bigger than I am.
Can I do like an insight check just to see like, is it in our best interest to be telling her this?
You know what? I want to do a retrospective insight check on that. I'd like to do.
Yeah. go ahead.
Oh wow, I rolled bad.
I rolled a little bit better. I got an 18.
I got a 6.
Bro, you're the piss today. You're the one, bro.
I'm taking
you're
the
the
piss
chosen
today.
one. You're the chosen one.
You definitely assume that the Mal, this is that telling people that you saw a person is not the worst thing in the world, but it does make you sound a little bit crazy. However, the fact that other people are backing you up makes you seem less crazy.
I mean, just look at Mal. She's crazy. That woman's crazy. She don't care.
You see, so Verity, you put your hand up as well.
Yeah, I think I kind of like, I look around and I'm like, okay, it wouldn't be just only me. And then I put my hand up.
Mm-hmm, cool.
God, these guys are getting dissented so hard.
You see the sort of glances around the room, and you guys can kind of clock each other for a second with your hands up. You see that Crimson looks around, but she huffs and goes, "Anyone give any more detail on the person that they saw?"
They were like wearing a hoodie, I think.
With like a little white
Great.
streak in the hair.
Yeah.
Young looking?
Okay. The beginnings of a description that we can start to look for then. So like a weird silence over the gala crowd right now as Crimson looks between everyone. You see she goes, "The night has not gone as planned. Something very wrong has happened with what was meant to be a wonderful display. Someone has poisoned this well. You see, she glances around the room. You see, she mostly seems to be looking to the eyes of like other different cardinals for approval. Before you see, she goes, I would like to. See, she pauses, thinks a bit longer, and then goes, Cabaret is going to remain on a lockdown of sorts for the next short while. I do not want anyone leaving this city without my knowledge at the very least."
I think while this is being said, Mal is slowly making her way out.
Cool. You are slowly slinking your way towards the door.
And I'm trying
Partway,
to
give me...
like tap Vin and Nomari on the shoulder and like trying to beckon them to come with me.
I think as soon as they see that you're heading out, Vin goes to try to follow you. Namari puts like a hand on your shoulder and like gives you like a wait sign.
What? I'm gonna go figure shit out.
You see, Namari looks to you and goes, "We're not gonna run away from this right now. You know how incriminating that looks?"
So? It's not me. Why would I go out and tell everyone? Oh yeah, I was the person. Ugh. Let me figure.
Point being, we're here representing Salem. We should just stick around like the big lady says right now.
Yeah, like following the rules as ever.
Just
sure.
Just for now.
Sure.
You see the Crimson looks and goes, "Someone has came to this event with the ill intent to poison what we were doing. Must have also known what was going on here." You see, she's like gets a bit quieter as she speaks. You see, she is anyone who wants to give me an insight check.
Oh my god. Okay, 14.
22.
Nice.
No!
Okay.
You won't give me that one!
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Kill
Guys,
yourself!
I didn't get the memo that we're rolling in the 20s today.
You two, but also not Verity, are able to.
Fuck you.
You too,
sort
but
of-
also not Verity, the name of the session.
Are able to also. You're able to sort of track the Crimson's like eye movements and where she's looking. She keeps glancing towards a couple different people. Merlot being one of them. The hunter-looking woman. And someone who you hadn't quite spotted in the crowd before, but who Bo had seen on the way in. This like elderly-looking academic dude. She keeps like glancing between those people. She sort of clears her throat. I would ask you all now, deepest apologies for the plans of the evening, but if you could orderly, please leave the aviary. Please do not leave the city. I will have orders sent to the bouncers to ensure this, but the aviary itself needs some investigation, and I do not think this amount of people being here will help that. You see, she looks around the room and sort of nods, and Namari then shrugs to you and goes, "Well, we can leave now, I guess."
Well, let's go try to find this fuck. Because maybe we could put a good word in for Salem if we find him or something, if you're concerned at all about Salem's reputation.
You see that she just sort of rolls her eyes a little bit and walks out with you. Vin comes inside with you. Well, what a night! Wow!
Better than any performance you could have given.
No, well, that's just rude, pal. You see that they huff and go, well, I don't think it was anything that the prison lot were expecting either. This is a shock to everyone. As much as they are bad for the industry, I doubt that they would have anything involved with this. You see that they sort of giggle as they finish their wine on the way out and go, and the biggest thing in the paper is not going to be that Vin got drunk at a party. Instead, it's going to be whatever this was. So I am good.
Maybe the papers could be Vin fix the shit. How about that?
Oh, I'm going to fix something. That's interesting. You see that they sort of laugh a little bit as they head out with you. You see that Verity, what are you doing?
I think just because, like, at this current moment, Verity's, like, alone, because, like, obviously my PA isn't here, I think I do fall in line with Miwa and Sarah.
Cool. You come in with Miwa and Sarah. You see that they're, like, talking to each other, and then when you come inside, come in stride with them, you see that Miwa looks and goes, "What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
You saw a person?
Yes, I saw a person. I know it makes me
What do
sound
you mean
crazy.
you saw a person?
What?
Was it in a white
What
light?
the fuck? Okay, no, there was a person in the white light. Other people saw it too. It wasn't just me. I'm not crazy.
See that Miwa sighs and Sarah looks and goes, "Collective hallucination, possibly?"
Okay, ha 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 ha. I doubt it.
I'm just saying.
If it
Everyone
was
else
collective,
in that
it
room
would have
bar
been
a couple people.
more people, probably.
Well, all I can speak to is what I saw, which was a blindingly white light and nothing inside it.
And I can speak to the fact that I saw a person inside the white light.
Okay, Verity.
Don't do that. Don't do that tone.
What tone?
Verity's being silly tone. Don't need that.
I'm not saying you're being silly. I'm rather confused by whatever you claim to have seen. If that is true, what that would be.
I don't really know, honestly.
See that Miwa looks and goes, "Well, say it's a good excuse to go out on the town for a night, but he like looks between the pair of you and goes, "You know we're not doing that."
Yeah, it's like a block on her ass.
You see that like once you leave, the three of you are suddenly hounded by three PAs. You see that like Emmy quickly comes up to you. You see another PA comes over to Miwa. You see also a young woman and a sort of young man comes in stride with Sarah, and it's like you can barely make out what Emmy is saying to you over the other two, also rapidly speaking. But like Emmy in front of you is like, "Are you okay? Are you hurt?" All we saw was
I'm fine. I'm fine.
bright white, and there was was it an explosion, a fire? Was it some?
I mean, kind of a little bit of both. I don't know. We're fine. We're fine. We weren't near the stage.
You're fine.
Fine.
You are fine.
I am fine.
Okay, and the other two were completely fine as well. Yes.
Yes, we're all fine.
Okay, well, it is of my strongest opinion that we should probably get you on the first train back to Anthemalobia as quick as we possibly can.
I think they're like
this
shutting down
is-
the city is the only issue. I don't think we can go
What?
back to Anthemalobia. Yeah, I know. They were saying like
Yes,
fucking shut down the fucking city, so we can't leave. I don't know. Hey, you want to call up fucking Blanc and have him do a little chat with the Cardinal? I doubt it's happening.
No. They're doing this. We'll book the room for more nights, and we will. You see that Emmy sort of sighs as you walk out together. Cutting back to inside, you see Az sort of grabs Yubo and goes, "Other people saw a person."
Yeah, I've been thinking about that, but a majority didn't.
So are we crazy, or what the fuck is going on?
I was kind of thinking about the past right now. Just sort of, maybe we, alas, I think there was a person in that white light, and I think we should get to the bottom of it. We
You see
have some
that-
people to go ask questions to.
Az nods alongside with you quickly. I will probably be expected back with my family and grandmother, and is like suddenly grabbed on the shoulder by Ruby, and you see Ruby gives like a big hug from behind him, and goes, "Are you okay? You raised your hand to say you saw Ruby." And you see Az goes, "Yeah, I did. See Ruby goes, "What the? Okay, sure,
How
whatever.
How
You're fine
many
now."
people raise their hand? Did you get a full count?
See the Az nods and goes, "It's me, you, and 2 other people in the room.
Only 4 total? There was a lot of people here.
There was a lot of people here. Only 4 of us. It was a member of Prism, in fact. The
I think I've heard of that.
I'm not
Is it like
caught
a-
up with the names of them. But one of them raised her hand. I think the others didn't.
I
Though.
see.
And then it was someone, I don't know, some weird hair person. They had a lot of hair. It was moving weirdly.
All right, weird hair person and a member of Prism. That will surely be easy to track down. And I'm sure I can get a great conversation with all of them. But Felly kind of thinks back to seeing a glimpse of Verity when he went to go see the book.
Yeah.
And the big crowd. Huh.
You see that. Az turns to Ruby and goes, "Ruby, I am going to be busy tonight. I think." You see, Ruby looks at us. Really? You know that they're not gonna. You see, Az goes, "Yeah, I know, but like, Grandma is already mad at me for all the other nights of staying out. So what's another one?" See, Ruby shrugs and goes, "Okay." You see that they hug for a second before Ruby goes, "Okay, I'll go back. I'll tell them you'll be out. And you're fine. You're right. And Az nods. You see, Ruby goes, "Okay. Well, nice to meet you, Jester person. I've forgotten you. Bow, be
Good enough.
Bowie?
Nice to meet you as well. I suppose perhaps I will see you later.
You see, Ruby nods, and like quickly hurries off, and then after moving a couple feet or so away from Az, is quickly surrounded by like 6 very almost like handmaiden looking women, dressed in silks and quickly like attending to her and muttering with her as she leaves. See that Az stands up. You guys are kind of trailing out the back at this point, and Crimson is sort of surveying the scene. See, she looks at the pair of you, just sort of nods and goes, "Az, you will make sure to inform your grandmother of what's happening." See, Az nods and goes, yes, she'll know. Don't worry." See that Crimson smiles and goes, "Very well, we'll try to have a nice night. No one got hurt. Remember that." You see that he just sort of shrugs and walks with you while Crimson goes back to talking to her daughter. As you leave...
As she walks away, Bo throws a little, tell your daughter I hope her performance goes well. That's it. He can't figure out what else to say.
You see the Crimson sort of half turns back to you and goes, "Thank you." And you see then turns back to her daughter. You see that as on the way out, you can give me one last insight check.
I think I knocked it off the number.
Been doing a lot
but
of those.
I'll say it was a 10.
A 10. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I rolled very well.
You notice that some people are hesitating to leave a lot more than others, but you can't quite pin down exactly who, and like who just like hasn't quite moved yet.
Yeah, Bo's kind of wanted to leave sort of last so he can get as much info on the scene as he can, but he's kind of being dragged away right now, so he won't bother persisting to stay.
You see that Az walks outside, you can immediately spot clearly have like moved themselves away from a crowd and are like very you see 3 women and 2 of their PAs, and then a third PA who is next to the idols and is sort of like waving his hand at the crowd, telling people to move on. You see they are just a little bit down the stairs. What would you say Mal would have done first thing, Jenna?
I think she's doing some investigation checks.
Cool. Like, where are you going?
Just a little investigation check.
I think she went outside to like talk to Vin and Amari and kind of get them in, and then probably trying to go back inside to,
Okay.
to look at the scene a little bit more.
You see that Namari, you're sort of stood here with Vin and Namari. You see that Vin looks to you and goes, "If you say you saw a person, I believe you, Mal. However, I didn't. I'm rather drunk. I was promised a whole night of a gala, and it's been cut rather short by a very mean person. So,
Would
if
you
you
want to go back to the hotel? Is that what you're getting at?
no, I think I will make my way down to the down to Step Street, and have a night of fun if I can't have one at the gala.
Okay. Whatever you want to do, go do it. Because I'm
But I
staying
will see
here
you
and
back
you
at the
can't
hotel.
protect that. Okay. I'll be back there as soon
You
as
see-
I can.
You see that Vin nods and starts to head away.
Amari?
And you see that, to be fair to them, Vin also quickly, like, a lot of the paparazzi people who are like quickly trying to get pictures or whatever of the idols here, Vin sort of strides past them and goes, "I've got no PA telling you all no. Why don't you come over here?" And you see a bunch of photographers like switch around and start to take a bunch
God,
of
I hate them so
photos.
bad. I hate
mean,
this.
I don't know.
So
I don't know.
bad.
I don't know what to tell you. They just fixed your issue.
You see Vin almost like posing on the steps up to on the steps up to the aviary, and you hear them sort of being like, "I am only here for a very limited time before you all need to piss off. Okay, so you get about a minute." of this." You see that Namari looks back to you and goes, "So, what's going on in that brain of yours?"
I'm gonna go back inside. That's the idea.
She's told us all to leave.
And I'm here on the authority of Salem the Cardinal.
I suppose you are.
Exactly.
You see that Namari looks and goes, "To be fair to the Crimson, someone's rocked up here, and they have, I mean, they've done some shit, whatever it was, whatever the Crimson and the others were trying to do tonight. They fucked it." You see that she sort of looks and goes, "I might go for a wander outside.
Okay.
I doubt the person that's done it has stuck around the crime scene, so to speak."
I'll tell you this again: hoodie, white streak through the hair. What else do I remember? I don't remember. Oh God, I don't remember. Like around a teenager, I'd like to say.
All right. Are we thinking this person that you saw in the white light is the one that did it?
I can't say that with confidence, so I'm not going to.
Okay.
But
Well,
I
I will
saw
keep
them
my eyes
in the
peeled.
light. They made like eye contact or something with me, and then it all vanished. You
Very
know?
strange, but I mean, hey, look, I believe you. Don't worry. I will keep my eyes peeled. Look, if anyone's gonna miss seeing a person in a bright white light, it's gonna be me, to be honest. You know. I'm gonna go sniff the streets and see what people are saying.
Okay. Good luck.
You see that she gives a nod to you and goes, "You can defend yourself anyway." And she starts to walk off, and you see that she like reaches a hand into a pocket where you know a very little baby knife version of the cleaver is stored.
Okay, and then I'm gonna march back inside.
Yeah, you head to go back. You go to head back to the doors. You see that walking out of the doors, Bo, you come face to face with the strange hair lady.
I mean, if Bo's not gonna stop me, I'm walking past him.
I think Bo kind of takes note. He's like, I think. He's like, oh, she's going where I want her to go. That's fine. I don't need to worry about getting her back inside. Do need to worry about getting the one that's currently swarmed by paparazzi back in.
Cool. You head inside. We'll go back to that in a second. As you head down as Bo heads down the steps, Verity, you're like with your PA right now. You see Emmy is going, "Okay, so we are going to make our way back to the Rouge Lounge. And we are going to get, I suppose, an early night from this, and then I think laying low would be best for until we can leave.
Okay.
No
If
one
that's what
wants your name in public association with whatever's gone on here today.
No, God, no.
Yeah, absolutely no. Yeah, you see that the other PAs are sort of saying like a similar thing. Bo, you see that the idols seem to be like about to move.
Bo will attempt to get behind the PA that Verity is looking
Oh
at.
god.
What are you doing, you little freak? You little freak!
So you're like in the crowd a bit away from her.
I would say I'm in the weeds.
Mhm.
I think Bo kind of stands out.
Cool.
Bo will look specifically at Verity and give her a little wave, and then point to like a direction that isn't where they're planning to go.
You see that Emmy takes a step to a side for a second and starts like sorting through your things, and then you see Bo in front of a bit away from you, in front of you.
I didn't run into Bo at the gala. This is my first time seeing Bo, aside from when Bo also raised his hand. Did I like actively see Bo in the crowd during that?
You saw Bo raise their hand, yeah.
Okay. I think Verity has such a mask up usually. I think she's so genuinely baffled by this method of trying to talk to her that she fully is looking at him like he's a little crazy. Before just like yeah, fuck it, I'm just gonna like say to Emmy like, hold on, like I forgot my bag or something, and just like immediately speed off without waiting for an answer.
Verity, they told you I have your
Just
bag
a
right
second, just a second, it's fine.
You see that like Emmy goes to like move after you, but there's people with cameras around and a thing with an idol and a PA. Like, see, like all of the scenarios run through Emmy's head as they sort of like freeze mid movement.
I grab Bo by the arm and like yank him around a corner.
Huh?
Cool. You see Az quickly comes around with the pair of you as well, panting a little bit. See, Az goes, okay, how is the idol the easier one to get? Oh, okay.
Well, the other one's already in the building.
No one's allowed to be in the building. We cut to inside the building. You step in through the doors, Mel. You give me a perception check.
That's 17.
Okay. You stare around the room for a long moment, trying to take account of like where people are. All you notice in the room is that very clearly something has been done to the plinth since the last time you saw it. Last time you saw it, it was sort of like sparking and a little bit smoky. You see that the top of it has been like carved off, and there is a small, almost like a bowl in the stone and underneath it that is exposed, but there's nothing in there.
Well, I think Mal immediately tries to go for the plinth. Like, just trying to go inspect it a little further.
Cool. You head over there, and the second thing that you very quickly realize, no one's in the room.
Huh.
This has become an empty room rather quickly.
Nobody? Like, nobody? Not a soul?
From what you could see, you cannot observe any people in this room.
Now this is a little suspicious.
You head over to the plinth, the plinth.
You know what? I think in this moment of being like, everyone's just gone, I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself immediately. Because there's something wrong and I am scared.
Cool. You cast Mage Armor. Yeah, you cast Mage Armor on yourself. You see, no one else seems to be in the room.
Then I'm going to approach what is it?
What I will ask, sorry, is what does your Mage Armor look like when you cast it?
I think, ooh, that's a good question. I think instead of it kind of like being something that goes around her body, I think you just kind of see her hair kind of go into like a little bit of overdrive mode. Like it's more like it's more sticking up. It's more like how do I put it? Like in like arms, like it's more arms than it is hair at this point. It's more trying to prepare for an attack that's most likely coming, to like essentially parry it. So, and then after after all that, I'm going to approach.
Okay, you approach the plinth. Give me an investigation check.
Okay. That'll be. Oh my god, I'm rolling so good. 18 plus 6, so that'll be a 24.
24. Okay. You spot within the bowl 6 black, almost like char marks in the stone. They're quite small, and almost they almost look more like cracks for a second. But when you look at them further, it seems like smoke or soot has like settled in like a charred mark in 6 different spaces.
Are they like in a circle, or like?
They appear to be, yes.
Okay.
And just on that high arcana check, a 24, wow. An incredibly powerful magic ritual took place here.
I would like to, can I also, okay, would this be a different would this be a different thing if I want to look around to see if, like, some sort of, like, how do I put it? Like, was a preparation done here, or was it just the spell? How do I put it? Like, it's so hard for me to word it. Like, is there something else here that I'm about to trigger?
Oh, I see. On the Arcana check, I would say you do not think that you're about to trigger any more magic.
Okay, I'm going to... Ooh, okay. Yeah. I'm just kind of scared about it, how it's so empty in here. Why is it so empty in here?
I think we could outside for just a second. Just to the other two. You guys here with Az. You see, Az said the thing about no one's allowed to be inside. And like a long beat passes where Mal has gone inside the building. You haven't heard any shouting or anyone telling her to leave. And Mal hasn't left yet.
Is anyone even in there still?
I mean, I thought Crimson would have been at least Cardinal Crimson and the other, whoever was staying.
Well, there's probably things in there.
Yeah, honestly.
It's against...
There's at least one thing I want to look at first.
You see...
We can leave after, go separate ways or whatever. There's one thing I want to look at.
In there?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Alright, fine. Before you...
Well, it's in the gardens, but I'm not sure if that's connected to the inside of her.
You see that he nods, and he looks to you, Verity, and goes, well, I guess we may as well get on the move before your PA comes over and rips me a new one.
Ooh, great idea. Let's go.
You see that you, quickly, give me a stealth check, Verity.
Okay.
Do you think it would be more or less obvious if I put Bo's hat on Verity?
Can I get advantage if Bo does that?
Are
help
you
action?
proficient in stealth, Cal?
I'm not proficient in stealth.
You cannot give the help action.
Oh, that's a 9.
Fuck that house
A 9.
rule!
Cool. You slink up the stairs, push through the doorway, before, and like as you go through, you just hear a little Verity. But you are through the doors, and you see Mal currently investigating this like bowl in the center of the plinth.
You're nuts for doing this, by the way. Sneaking in.
You talking to me?
Huh?
Yes, I'm talking to you.
Talking to all of us?
Okay, yes, we snuck in afterwards, but she snuck in first.
Technically, we all snuck in here. Let's all
Okay.
Yeah, but
credit where credit's due.
if... Who's gonna figure it out if nobody looks at the stage?
True, I guess.
Well, yeah, and there's also no one here.
Oh, someone
That is
noticed.
Other
weird.
than us four.
Where the hell is fucking Crimson and
Can
Karma?
I
Where?
make an insight check on that?
I'm also
on no one being here.
On nobody being here.
Yeah, anyone who wants to can give me an insight check on that.
Ooh, my first bad
Nat
roll
20.
in section. Don't matter. It does not matter.
Don't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Don't matter.
Just tell us when we
Yeah.
get on
Yeah,
Nat
Nat
20,
20.
man.
I'm either
Right.
Just tell
rolling
us.
5s or highs.
Great. Immediately, Verity, as you look around the room and see that no one is here, you know that you left quite early in the crowd, and that some people lingered a bit like Bo back further in the crowd than you did. But the your gut instinct is that specific people probably stayed behind until everyone else had left, and then whatever group was left behind with Crimson and Carmine has left this place to go somewhere else.
Gotcha. Okay.
They are probably still in the building at large because it's a fucking huge building. But they could be in like any one of the other 6 towers or anything like that. So
Yeah.
So
I think that we're fine. That no one else is in the room. They should just be like elsewhere within the building, so maybe be careful where you go.
okay. Is there any other places
That
of
probably
note?
makes sense. I wanted to check the garden.
Okay.
Real quick, was the plinth? The plinth is on the stage, right?
yes, so there is in terms of the layout of the room. When you walk in through the double doors, on your left on the wall there is a long cocktail bar. On your right, there are these long banquet tables that are now mostly empty, probably through your own, you and your friend's handiwork. There is a staircase at the back of the room, and there are doorways on the left and right walls, both before the bar and feast table and after the bar and feast table, that lead to gardens.
Okay. So was my Arcana
and
check?
I forgot the most important part. The stage in the center with a plinth on it.
So was my Arcana check specifically on the plinth itself, or was it on also the stage?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was on the like uncovered bit of the plinth you were looking at.
Okay, so I would have to roll another Arcana check to see the rest of the stage, right?
Yeah, what are you investigating on the stage?
I don't know. I just want the like anything else that I could possibly glean from this figure. You know, like what did they leave anything behind? Did they like mess with anything else? Did they leave it again? If they left anything?
Give me an investigation check.
Does anyone have proficiency in there?
Investigation?
I
do.
Give me. actually,
We're both really investigative.
Actually, Bo, do it, and then Verity give the help action. Yeah, I make my friends do it instead. What we gotta
That's
do about that,
metagaming.
motherfucker? What do you mean?
You're metagaming.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry guys. I'll roll with my
With
plus
hammers
2.
with you.
I'll roll with my plus 2.
I'll give you the help action, but
Okay. You guys are so mean to me sometimes. Yeah, that'll be a 13.
13. Okay. There is the most intriguing thing about it is the plinth, scorch marks, and whenever a ritual happened. The stage itself looks very just like non-magical, just a stage. You don't see any sign of like the person you saw in the white light like being here at all.
Okay. Then I think best case scenario, we follow up on that lead that little gesture guy had.
Az turns to look at Bo.
Yes. I was going to say that introductions should be in order. I'm Bo Foley. Who are the rest of you? Other than Az, I know it. Well, Az can introduce themselves.
Oh, you kind of just introduced them.
Well,
Yeah.
They can introduce themselves better.
As a Silnavos, I'm a grandson of a cardinal, if you want to know that.
Malinee. But you can just call me Mal. People call me a bunch of different things.
Verity Evergreen. I'm part of Prism, I guess.
Well, I think we knew that.
Well,
Especially
yeah.
with the
Okay,
cameras
sorry. We're all
outside.
introducing ourselves. Thought I'd.
Yeah, sorry. I just weird when there's a celebrity.
Oh,
I'm
you're the
a
one on
human.
the radio.
I was on the radio.
She was on the
Yeah,
radio.
I heard. Well, anyway, it's garden time.
Okay. You see that Az smiles and walks along and goes, let's all just acknowledge here, we all saw a person in the white light, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
everyone
well,
thinks we're crazy.
that's the most important thing.
my friends all turned to me and was like, "Yeah, we believe you, Mal," in like the most condescending way ever.
I
Hey,
can
they can
second
think
that
that we're
with mine.
crazy, and at least if we're crazy together.
Probably right as well.
You know?
That feels
I
really
don't-
interpersonal for people who met a minute ago.
Oh no, I barely know. Look, I'm trying to build some good faith here, okay?
Fair enough.
I mean,
You see
Verity already
that,
has my
um,
good faith, I'd say.
Did you? Are you two? Do you know each other?
No. Wish I did. I mean, what?
I met her earlier today.
Yeah.
Oh. You see, Az looks towards you, Bo, and like points a thumb towards Mal and goes, "She's a fan."
I think Mal is just so embarrassed.
Aw. Anyway, to the garden. Garden time.
To the
Let's go.
garden. Yeah, you head out to the. What are you investigating here, Bo?
I'm checking where Isa was.
Yeah, you find like a little patch of like strawberry bushes by one of the walls, where you saw that Isa was sort of sat back on the ground eating the berries straight from the bush.
I've been washing them. Come on, man.
Why eat all the berries when there was a big feast inside? Is that like, can I do an investigation on like around the bush, like the base of it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Try and find like traces of where the ballet dancer that also came out here was.
Can I eat
yes,
one
go
of the
ahead.
berries, please?
Yeah, absolutely. You can absolutely eat as many of the berries as you like.
I think Mal does.
That's a
start eating
25.
it.
25 investigation.
I got a +6.
Like, you see there is like a little bit of like squashed grass next to the bush that shows where they were. You don't really see, apart from like the taken strawberries and bits of foliage that they messed with, there are some like kind of clear footsteps in the grass. However, on a 25, you only really notice the footsteps of yourself and one that you would like quite quickly line up with a ballerina shoe.
Can I look at what's surrounding the area where this person was?
Yeah, you see that this bit is like in terms of the aviary, there is this large central chamber that goes up and up to a big tower, and then these sort of like the gardens that are like a courtyard of green space between the central tower and the 6 outer ones. There is effectively a sort of hexagonal pathway around the outside of the building, of the central building, with paths on each of the hexagon's points, carving their way through the garden towards one of the 6 towers. You see that here it's like fairly close to a path going to one of the towers. See that Az looks at you and goes, "What's your theory, Bo?"
Well, just after the flash, I caught a glimpse of Isa, and they seemed particularly giggly.
You see that Az looks and goes, "Well, I don't know who the hell you're talking about, but I mean,
Me neither.
you saw
Absolutely
someone out
not.
here and then someone giggling after it happened. It's a little bit incriminating."
A ballerina also came by, but I don't know who that is.
Oh,
In terms of their name.
I assume it's
Kukonia.
Kukonia. Yeah.
Yes, Kukonia. They are just a performer, as far as I know.
Ballet dancer.
They-
Yeah.
I ran into them while I was on my way back inside.
So
I-
this ballerina was just what was that ballerina doing? Like, I just saw them bump into Verity and then walk away, and then I think
Yeah,
they
well,
immediately did this exact same thing as soon.
Yeah,
as,
they
you
bumped
know?
into Verity, walked through the crowd, brushed by you, Mel, and at some point later on bumped into Bo.
Oh
Did
yeah,
they bump into you as well?
but they like brushed past me.
Did they bump into you?
Did they bump into you?
I see that he sort of racks his brain for a minute. He goes, they didn't ever bump into me. I met them. I was here quite early on, and I met them.
Did you shake hands? Did you
Did you-
touch in any manner?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we shook hands.
There you go.
Touch.
Touch. There's something.
In some way, shape, or
going on
form, this
with-
person had a hand on all of us, and
Yeah.
suddenly, what do you know? We're all seeing visions. Not visions, sorry.
Not visions,
Wrong
but-
campaign. We're all seeing a strange person in the white light.
Can quickly going back to the 25 Arcana check. What I said. Sorry, Ath. We just gotta keep going back to it because it's important.
Going back to my success.
Going back to my great success. What kind of magic was it? You just said powerful
Oh, like
magic.
school.
Yes.
I'd say there's probably 2 involved, in terms of what happened.
Mhm.
A transmutation and conjuration. You see that Az
Transmutation.
looks between each of you and goes, "May I just propose a bit of a hunch I've had all of today that finally has a bit of justification?
Mhm.
Go for it.
One of the cardinals is a very old professor lady,
Merlot.
and yeah, Merlot, and the other one of there's another very old cardinal, my grandmother, Marva. She didn't come today. Gala's not really her thing anymore. But Merlot did. She appeared right before the thing happened.
Mhm.
She
for whatever
talked to
reason,
me
she-
right before the thing happened too.
Oh, she talked to. Okay.
Mhm.
Did she say anything
Because-
suspicious?
Not particularly. Earlier today, I had to drop something off to her, and she was just like following up on it.
You see that he nods, and goes, "Well, I don't know how much I trust Merlot. She looks nice, but she's been in cabaret for decades."
Then let's go talk to her.
You see that he nods and goes, if you spoke to her earlier, then you know the way to her office."
Yeah. Field trip.
Do you guys all get going?
Guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. You see the sort of same lavish halls and silken curtains and fancy rugs by sort of making your way around the garden, and Mal, you're able to sort of approximate about where you were when you came in via a different entrance, heading through a hallway that you got to.
I mean, I think on the way over, I want to say, Merlot does seem like a bit of a, like, what's the right word? Anxious person. There was, like, at least 3 locks on this door. So, if she's not there, then we ain't getting in. But it
See the
could
Az gives like a
reason-
little look and goes, "Well, we could get in if we tried."
I mean, sure. But, what I'm saying is, she could have something to hide. She could have something to keep safe. That's what I'm getting at.
No, that makes sense. Do you knock on the door?
Yep.
Cool.
Elsa?
You give a knock. You give a knock to the door. You hear there's a long moment of silence before you hear a voice from inside say, "I'm very sorry, but I'm quite busy right now."
It's Mal. Let me in.
Oh, Malinee, I see. You're here to talk, I assume. I am still rather busy.
With what?
A lot of things have went wrong,
Mm-hmm.
and some things need to be attended to personally by me.
And
we can have
being
that
in
talk.
this room is helping you how?
I have things in my office.
As in...
You hear her sort of sigh and go, "Look, I know you're interested in what you gave me earlier, but I do not think that now is the time for it. Maybe tomorrow.
I'm not talking about that tooth thing. I don't care. Just let us in.
Oh, us. There's more than one of you.
Yeah, we're the ones trying to figure shit out. Come on.
Well, if you would pardon me, I am also trying to figure shit out. So, I need some time, if you do not mind.
For paper? Whatever.
Not just paper, my dear, more than paper.
Does that tooth have something to do with what happened today? Or something?
Yes.
As there's another way to get into this?
You see the. How loud do you say that?
Loud enough for them to hear and not no one else.
Okay. You see that Az looks and nods, and you see he goes, possibly. Let's move away from the door.
Yeah, go ahead.
You guys head away from the door as you see Az has like a little smirk on his face. You see the you're sort of like walking further down the hall. He looks to all of you and says, Professor Merlot, from what I gather at least, she's one of a couple different people on the Red Roost that they have a bit of a collection of things.
As you like walking further away, how would you guys feel about doing a bit of a break-in? It's only mildly illegal.
Not how I'd go about it.
Yeah.
but-
I'm just thinking she's got some sort of store of stuff. It's probably got something to do with what happened. You might be able to get in, then you know. If you got a tooth to pick up, then
Sure. Let's give it a try.
only if you want. Look, if you got any other ways to go about this, let me
Of
know.
course not.
You see, he looks to Verity and Bo.
No.
What's the likelihood of us getting caught?
Oh, it'll be fine. Let's see. You see that Az starts to bring you away and sort of outside. You see that as he makes his way to the garden and sits down on some grass. See, smiling wider now. You notice, Bo, that he looks a lot more. He looks happier than he did at the party. Definitely. You see that he looks between you all and goes, "You ever hear the story of the Red Dragon and how it died?"
Of course.
No.
No.
Well, the Red Dragon was a real thing around here for a while. Kept a big hoard up by Starasovic. Took in offerings from people. Made a lair in the Sunset Peaks. Supposedly even captured a princess of some sort of point carnation. Kept a big hoard of magical things, and at one point, the people of Amore decided that they would be dragon slayers, and a famed knight, Maroon, she ventured into the lair, carved up the dragon, and managed to look inside the hoard and see what she could find. Now, I'm not saying that we should kill the dragon, proverbially speaking here, but there might be a hoard to find.
Go on.
Well, with Merlot,
Is this like a metaphor?
yeah, it's an analogy.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's an okay. Well, point being, you see that he smiles and goes, "Do you guys have any way to maybe pick locks, anything that could help break into a place?
I can smash things.
I can teleport.
You can teleport.
Both can
Only a
teleport.
couple times.
And you can still do that even though colour's gone?
Well, I haven't tried. I don't really have reason
Is-
to, but
Is the color going some big end all be all for
I
magic?
mean, not quite. It's more like a lot of people I know that can do magic, myself included, are kind of we were kind of reliant on color. So when color went, a lot of power went with it.
Well, if teleporting doesn't work, then I smash it.
Okay, the door down.
Of course.
Okay, smash the door down to an old lady study. Maybe plan B.
Of course.
Teleporting in. Now, how can you teleport?
Well, I need to see where I want to go.
Ah, okay.
I
And it
can
is only me.
I can also do that.
You can also teleport.
Mhm.
Great. This is fucking great. I thought we were gonna have to pick some locks, break down a wall. This is easy as cake. You see the
I don't.
Az
No, no,
steps up and goes, "What? You think it's not what?"
No, I didn't say anything.
Okay, well. You see that he gives a sort of grin and goes, "Also, there's a pretty good chance that me doing this is going to piss off my parents, or at least my grandma. So, I think we should do it."
All right.
You're so cool. I like you.
Let's get off my nose.
You see that as looks and goes, "Okay, wow, dead of night. She probably stored her stuff somewhere. You need to see how to. You need to see the place that you have to get into."
I mean,
Any-
usually there's a lot of ways to look inside a room without opening the door.
Yeah, I mean, we can try to do. We can look around. Does anyone have any way to like fly or climb up walls or traverse really high in some way?
I can teleport.
I could
Okay.
try.
I can jump really high. I don't.
You can jump high, really
Oh wait,
high.
I can also teleport.
Okay, so everyone can teleport apart from me. This sucks.
Get some
Yeah.
magic. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I don't.
I had magic. It's just gone right now. He ponders for a second and goes, "I don't know if we'd still be able to meet with her tonight. Maybe it'd have to be a tomorrow thing. But there is a merchant. She's also one of the people that has collections on the Red Roost. But as far as I know, she doesn't seem that involved because she wasn't here at the gala tonight. She's always got weird shit going on with her. Maybe there's something we could get. Maybe we can get help from her. If she's another cardinal, maybe she'd jump at the chance to fuck up another one."
Maybe that one will work
Maybe.
with my idea of guaranteeing them a spot.
Maybe we can give her oh, sorry, she's called Blood Money.
What?
course.
She's called what?
Huh? It's called blood money?
I don't know
That's
if I want to
crazy.
fuck someone called Blood Money.
Yeah, she's called
Oh.
Blood. She's a traveller from she's a merchant sailor from Optello.
With blood money?
She's also on the Red Roost. I don't know if her money actually comes from blood. All I know is that she dresses the part.
Huh. Oh, we should perhaps look at the library here.
There's a library.
Yeah.
Oh, the library. Yeah.
Okay.
From what I've heard.
Is that gonna
I
help?
think that'd be a good.
Oh wait.
I could probably be useful for some information, and no doubt.
Sorry, out of character. Didn't Fuckface tell you to go there? Tell to go to somewhere?
Fuckface said that there was a book that was in a library,
Mhm. Called what?
and I asked around, and this is the only library.
Well, we don't have books around here. Okay.
I mean, if we want to go to the library, I'm more than happy with that.
How about this? I'll lift Verity up and she'll teleport into the room. And you two go have fun in the library.
Well, no,
I'll
hold
whisper
on.
to
we're-
Az. I'll whisper to Az. I think she just wants to lift Verity up.
You see that Az sort of smirks back at you.
Look, I'm fine doing this to anyone. I'm just saying it just worked out that way. You two are friends. That leaves us two.
Well,
What does that make us?
there is
Nothing.
I don't know if there's any sort of windows that would be good. If you guys want to do that, yeah, or we can all work together, or we can go to Blood Money. There's a lot of options, I think.
Well, Blood Money isn't here till, or we're not gonna have to visit Blood Money now. I think we do everything.
Well, because I was saying visiting Blood Money to get something to help us break into a professor's place.
That makes sense.
Because she's a merchant, so.
I'm kind of strapped for cash.
Oh, I'm not. Don't worry.
I also am fine.
Huh?
I'm doing
that's
okay.
Way to flaunt your
I'm
wealth.
doing okay.
Can we at least try my idea before we go?
What? As in, you want to go lift Verity up?
I mean, I could lift anyone up. Probably. Most likely.
No, you can lift Verity up.
I'll lift
Verity
I'll lift
up.
Buffalo up.
You guys head outside, presumably. Outside of the like tower that Merlot's office is in. You have a look around at windows. Who are you lifting up?
Who's the lightest? I think that's the question of the hour. Because I
We're
don't
probably
care.
around the same. I don't think it.
Yeah, I think Bo's got a lot of knickknacks on it.
Then I guess it's
I think,
do it.
cause, because Bo has to carry all of his stuff on him, and Verity has someone to do that for her.
I do. And I, in fact, made an excuse to the person holding my stuff that I had to go get my stuff. So I have no stuff.
Great, you lift Verity up. Verity, give me a perception check.
Okay.
Can I?
17.
I was say, can I give
17?
the help action since I'm hoisting her up?
You're proficient? Then go ahead. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
I'm
roll with
proficient.
advantage, Verity.
Didn't help.
Okay, what was it, 17?
Yeah.
Cool. You peer in through the window that you're being held up by hair. This is a comedic scene from the outside. Bo, you were sort of watching a woman with such long hair who was wrapped around a fucking pop idol, lifted them about 20 feet in the air to a window. And Verity is now peering through that window into an old lady's room. You see.
Honestly, I was expecting her to make her hair into stars.
Why would I make my hair into stairs? That's such an inefficient use of hair.
That's ridiculous.
You peer into the room.
Ridiculous.
I'm banning you from the theater of the mind.
No more theater of the mind. You're banned.
You peer into the room and you spot from the window Merlot. She is sat at a desk. Her hat is off, and she has this sort of like these white curls, these white curls of hair, spectacles that are being sort of like pushed up on her nose as she inspects something in front of her. You see that she is inspecting not a tooth, in fact. But she is inspecting a like quite small looking like fabric patch of purple.
What?
Of a dark
Third time!
Third strike. Third strike
Oh my
this
God.
campaign.
With hammers. With hammers.
Hammers.
She's looking at a small fabric patch in her hands, sort of examining it with spectacles. She has a small wand sat next to her that she seems to be using to look it over. But in terms of inside the room, there is a staircase that goes up higher, and there is nothing else like visibly like a store of anything from this window. If you teleported through here, you could teleport onto the stairs, but there's a chance that she could see you. And then you teleported into her room, and she's seen you. So
Yeah. Yeah, I relay this information to the group.
I mean, I can get her out of the room.
If you can get her out.
Okay, I gotta think. Think.
do we maybe want to go to the library?
I'm heading to the library.
Let's go to the library.
No!
You see the you
This
see
is the game. This is the game called Ath tried to get Jenna to move away from this 10 minutes ago.
No, you see that Az sort of comes over to you, Mal, and goes, "If you look, keep thinking, but let's not stand outside her room for 20 minutes."
I mean, she'll probably open up if I stand outside a room for 20 minutes, staring
Let's
into
go.
her
We're
soul.
going. Come on.
Okay,
Chop
you
chop,
are
let's
you
go.
are scary.
you see that you guys get walking before you do find a library. It's not the biggest thing in the world, surprisingly, but it looks like quite a curated selection. You see the door to the library is left open currently.
Inside time.
Inside
Uh,
time.
Heading to the library, there are these sort of polished wooden floors, staircases heading up onto further floors, where a sort of what would be the term, like a sort of balcony on the inside of the room goes around in a ring with the bookshelves carved into the walls. Yeah, there's a library at your disposal. It's like closed for the night, clearly. Or like it seems like less of like it's not a public library really, or at least today it was not expected to be public, so no one is working here. It also hasn't been locked because which would at least tell you that there's nothing really important here.
Well, you already know which book I'm going to be looking for.
You're looking for the book that Asia mentioned.
I'm looking for prose.
Cool. Are you two looking for anything?
I'm looking for the book on how to get into Merlot's office.
I think Verity's doing a general scan to see if there's anything that could be useful.
Yeah, I think I'll also. Would that be an investigation or perception? What Verity's doing?
I will say it will be an investigation check.
Fuck. Then I'll do the same thing Verity's doing, but do it separately because we can't. I can't give her the help actually.
Yeah, everyone go ahead and give me investigation. You can roll with advantage because you know what you're looking for, Bo.
Oh wait, I have good investigation. I don't know why I was saying.
Ooh, big. 25 again.
Nasty orphan 20.
A nasty orphan 20, great. What did you get, Mel?
I got a 19.
So, perusing through the room, first of all, on the 25, you look for a book called Prose. You continue perusing through the shelves for a while, trying to find anything akin to it. You end up finding something quite similar in effectively an esoterica section. You see there is not a book here that is specifically called Prose, but there is a strange book that, or at least it appears strange to you in title, because it is effectively just a book about prose.
I'll give it a quick flip through.
You see that this is mainly filled with ramblings of different scholars over the ages. Some people that claim one thing, some people that claim another. The general vibe you get about this book from looking over this is something that is deeply related to the kingdom of Istapre. It is an ancient thing that is, at least in this book about it, seems to be almost like a feared tome within the scholarly consensus here. Weirdly, there's no direct passages and quotes. There are ramblings from people who say that they have been able to understand occasional parts of it, but there are many others that say that the hunt for the book has long since died and should remain that way.
Bo's gonna pocket this.
Cool. The other two of you on a...
Actually, Bo's gonna put it back.
Okay.
Bo changes his mind.
The other two of you on a 20 and a 19. You continue looking around the shelves for anything that you think would perhaps be of use here. You see that you recognize some old books. That there is a copy of a book called After the Dragon in here by Callie Blair. There's a couple books that seem to tell that are called things like A True Telling of Maroon Incarnation, and similar things like that. Lots of iterations of the story. You see that there are some other more political books. There's some history books that mention events from Amore's past, even some things in the past of other days, and some religious books around here.
talking about the religion of pure white.
I was gonna ask about the pure white, so I low-key want to look at that one.
I mean, but also Verity. What is it? She mentioned that tooth that I brought her was a part of what happened tonight, and she mentioned that it came from the red dragon, the dead red dragon from those. I don't want to say myths, but like those from history.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to take this. I'm going to pull out one of the books
Okay.
about specifically the one where you gave an author to it. I'm
Yes,
just saying,
well,
metagaming.
yeah,
That's strange as
because
hell.
the author
The
of
one
that,
that's written by the fourth essence.
yes, was written by an essence.
Exactly.
I'm not sure if it was the fourth one.
You pull out a
In
book.
essence.
You pull out the book After the Dragon by Callie Blair. You very quickly skim reading through it. It's very strange in premise to you because the first chapter is almost like a short story in itself of this young boy growing up to be a knight after hearing the legendary tales and questing to defeat the dragon, and at the end of chapter 1 he slays the dragon. There are then many more chapters in the book that you begin to flick through where the boy seems to get lost in the horde of the dragon, having adventures with the creatures that he finds there and diving into the magic items within, and that seems to be what the rest of the book is about. This is a fiction book that has no mention of the whatever would have happened to the red dragon in real life.
Then I would like to pull out a different book about the red dragon.
Yeah. Cool. You grab a different book about the red dragon. You grab a book about the pure white Verity. Is there anything you're looking for here specifically?
I think I'm just kind of flipping through to get some more info on it, just because of the fact white light yada yada, but also I know that I'm not allowed to do anything against the pure white, so I am curious about it.
You read through this book. Go ahead and give me a history check with advantage. And Jenny, you can do the same for your red dragon book.
That's gonna be a 19.
Oh wait, religion or history?
Oh, sorry. History for Mal, religion for Verity.
In that case, it jumps up to a 21.
Oh.
That will be a 19 though. We rolled
A
good.
19. Cool, the 1921. So the pure white. You read through this, it almost has the vibe of sort of a Bible for kids going on with it.
Lovely.
Like a religious text that is being explained in much more plain and simple words. You see that you sort of flick through the creation story that you've heard a million times of a world that once existed without color before the pure white blessed it with its sacrifice of breaking apart into 6 different pigments that scattered across the land, and from them essences were born. The interesting things you glean about the pure white is more on their sort of angelic figures, the pastels.
Mhm.
You, reading about the pastels, are able to see that there are, of course, 6 of them, one for each colour. There is pearl, the pastel of red. The pastels tend to embody almost like a peak or pinnacle form of what the essence tends to embody. So pearl, being the pastel of red, seems to embody perfectionism in your craft, effectively. The pastel of orange, called peach, has supposedly reached a state of enlightenment where they no longer need to change. The pastel of yellow, a vanilla, embodies knowledge to the point of being near omniscient. The pastel of green effectively embodies the look of life. Is apparently an incredibly lucky being, and that look can affect the presence. That pastel was called mint, if I didn't say. The pastel of blue, called frost, embodies a point of absolute safety, of having 4 incredibly strong walls to protect you at all times. And the pastel of purple, lavender,
is only mentioned here as being theorized to even exist, because they believe if a being were to reach the sort of the peak of purple, which is mystery, they would effectively be unknown or forgotten by the world. However, on a 21, I will also give you, there is technically 2 more pastels mentioned in this book. They're much more rare, and they are associated with just white. They are referred to, they are a couple, and always seen as a couple, of a man and a woman. They are referred to as matrimony, as a pair. Some people think that they are the leader of the pastels. Others think that they are a different being entirely. Others equate them to being more like the red dragon of the pure white.
I haven't been told to draw that one, so I think we'll be safe. The other pastels are on the list, but matrimony, that's not a pit yet.
Cut that out.
No, don't silence me.
Generally, the pastels do not appear to make many appearances in mortal life. Many of these are very much similar to just like angels, effectively.
Yeah.
So people pray to them for different things. Mint is prayed to for good luck, and matrimony, the stone of matrimony, and pearl prayed to before putting on a show, things like that.
Mal, you look at this book about the Red Dragon. A lot of the history that you've heard before of the Red Dragon existing for a time, people eventually thought of themselves as would-be dragon slayers, and enough people tried until one day the legendary Knight Maroon was successful, rescued the Princess Carnation from the Horde, and slayed the dragon. You see here that the ribs of the dragon were supposedly turned into the town square of Starosavik, which is a place that you have been quite often. The rest of the bones of the dragon, it is unknown what happened to them. They don't have a very solid place to end up like the ribs do. There is a part of this book that is labeled effectively as a heresy, compared to the faith of the pure white. There is a part of hypothesized history that says that perhaps before the pigments descended and the essences arrived, there were still parts of the world that had colour to them, and perhaps the red dragon was one of those.
Okay.
That is kind of all you glean on top of what you already knew.
Gotcha. So I wouldn't get anything with, like, the potential effects of the teeth?
No. No
or
one
any
even...
other, like, body parts?
There are no listed effects of, like, being near the ribs, and as far as this book is concerned, the teeth were never found.
Then how the hell... Maybe I'm just wrong and I didn't give her the tooth and I gave her, like, something related to it. Anyways, yeah, I think that's all we're gonna get from here.
Yeah, you see that Az is sort of like waiting by the door and making sure that no one comes in. You see that like once you guys are sort of done, he like looks at what you were maybe looking at, and you see Az looks at you, Verity, and goes, "A pure white book?"
Yeah.
Sorry, I just didn't take you for the religious type.
I'm not. I was just kind of getting a feel for it while we were in the room. Thought it could be
Yeah, fair enough.
Interesting.
You see that Az looks and goes, "Well, no one's found a secret entrance to her office from this library, so I think we can try to teleport in and hopefully she won't see you, or we can try to find another way."
I think that's too risky.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I know a roundabout where Blood Money hangs out if you don't mind walking the streets in the dead of night.
Sure, let's do it.
I'm only worried about the fact that we've got a celebrity with us.
Yeah, is your PA gonna be all over us now?
Depends if she sees us on the way out.
I wasn't worried about it.
You see that Az nods and goes, "Okay, well, I mean, this is more important, really. So let's get out of here."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure the PA can cope for a night with you gone.
Oh, she'll be fine.
You guys head out. Can you all please roll me a group stealth check?
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
fuck this so hard. It's green and somehow I've been rolling so bad on it.
My hearty +0 will help.
Oh my
10.
god, 9!
9. That's incredible. Okay, so 10, 9. What did Mal get? 9 as well.
Okay, well, Az has got on a natural 20.
Oh my
Um,
god!
So, you see, you guys. Okay, hold on. Let me work out exactly what would be going on. So, 2 9s, a 10.
We three stooges poke her head out the door.
Great. So 3 9s, a 10, and a 21. Great. So that is
Boy, we
gonna
We're so fucked.
be
Does a nat 20 at least count for like 2 20s?
I am
That's how that works, right?
I am
That's
making
how that
sure
works,
to I'm making sure to add it to the average. I'm gonna roll for Emmy. Okay.
Emmy gets a nat 20.
Well done, Verity. You read my dice. You all push open the doors to get back out of the aviary. You see stood down on the steps, bundled up in a jacket, shivering a little bit and looking up, is
wait.
Emmy, who looks towards all of you leaving and goes, "Verity,
Wow,
what has
you
taken
look
you so long?"
You look so pretty tonight. Do you know that?
Give me a
You look great.
persuasion check.
While Verity is doing this, I'm gonna go find Namari.
Nat 20. Ah!
Okay, you gotta go find Namari.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's 3. Okay.
It's 3
So-
nat 20s.
Oh
You
my
see,
God.
she looks at you and goes, really?
We're just going out. I'll be. Yes, you look great.
I
Have I never said that before? You look really
I
good.
think
You can be a model.
you see, like, visibly starting to flush and fluster. You see Emma goes, I'm supposed to make sure that you don't get in any trouble, and you are here with 3 strangers, and we have a hotel room to get back to.
I mean, I'm not doing anything at the hotel room for the rest of the night, so it's okay if I just go out and about. It's fine.
You're going out in the dead of night into the streets?
Can you 2 fight? Can you 3 fight?
You see that Az nods.
Okay, 1 of 3. That's fine. I'm fine. I trust them.
You see that Emmy sighs and, like, walks up the steps towards you and goes, "Verity,
Uh-huh.
if you do this, just promise me you're not gonna go to any kind of nightclub or burlesque parlor or nothing like that, right?"
I like side-eye as being like, is that where we're going?
See that Az gives, like, a shake of the head and then a shrug.
Pinky swear I'm not going to any of those places. As much as I'd love to, trust me, with full honesty, I would love to be doing that right now, but I don't think that's what we're doing.
I'm sure you would, but I don't think people should be seeing you after what's happened tonight at a
Yeah, I know.
at a strip club.
I'm not gonna go to a strip club. I'm not going to a strip club.
Okay,
I'm just going out. I'll be back. I'll be fine. I'll be
Okay.
back.
well, thank you for the compliment.
I'm serious. You're pretty.
Okay, thank you.
I will see you-
Yeah,
In the hotel room, come morning, at least.
you see that Emmy nods and starts to make her way back to the Rouge Lounge. You were heading off to see Namari. So are you sort of splitting off from the main group then?
For a hot second, yeah.
You see that Az starts to make his way through. Do you let people know where you're going, or you just disappear?
Disappear.
Great. You can see Mal just sort of is not with you anymore as you walk down the
the fuck?
steps away from Emmy. See that Az looks and goes, Okay, should we worry about that?
I think we'll be fine.
Okay.
She
well,
seems trustworthy enough.
Okay.
I've
You
known
see,
her for all of 10 minutes, however long we've been here.
Az starts making his way through the streets towards port side of Cabaret.
I hate to say it, Verity, but I think she might have butted you up with recognizing you.
I have an ego that is often easily stroked.
Wait,
For
just
fuck's sake, my entire job is being famous and having people yell at me and being like, God, Verity, we love you. No shit.
I mean, you did a good job at stroking your PA's ego. She did
Yeah.
look very nice, though.
She did look very nice. That was honesty. It
So
was
are
buttering
we,
her up,
are
but
we
it was
just
honesty.
are we just admitting things? I've never heard a celebrity be so honest.
I think fully in that moment, Verity realizes how loose-lipped she's been for the past, like, hour, and immediately is like, fuck.
Do you have too much for drink?
This stays between us.
Yeah,
This stays
okay.
between us.
Between us, Verity. Between us. Sort of bumps your shoulder.
Between us.
As her stand-in PA, I think that she is not at liberty to answer that question.
You're my stand-in PA?
I'm joking.
Listen, crazy things have happened tonight. I'm allowed to be a little loose-lipped.
Silly.
We
Ah,
cut
silly.
to the to dark alleyways. Give me a perception or investigation check, Mal.
We'll take the perception. I'm rolling like shit now. That's a 10. Namari, where are you? Namari, I need you, bro.
It takes honestly quite a fucking while to find Namari. Eventually you do find her as you're making your way through Step Street. Yeah, you see that you sort of bump into her nearby the hotel. She goes, "Oh, there you are. Are you coming in for the night then?"
No. I was coming to see if you want to come with me.
Come with you. Where you going?
We're gonna go talk to someone named, like, Blood Money or something.
Hey,
That
blood.
should be interesting.
Is that fake? Is that a fake name?
I don't know. Hell if I know. It's
Okay,
a cardinal or something or whatever.
Is it just you or?
Oh, no, me and some other people.
Okay. And you want me to come with you? What as muscle?
Because I don't want you... You know what, you can just go into the hotel. I just didn't want you wandering around anymore. Whatever.
You didn't want me. What? I can hold my own.
I know. Doesn't mean I want you wandering around.
And look, hey, if you want me to come with you to see this blood money person, I am happy to.
Yeah, do whatever you want to do.
I mean,
I think
I'd-
Namari knows full well that is Malinee saying, yes, you can come with me.
you see the
But not wanting
Namari.
to say it directly to her face.
Yeah, you see Namari pauses for a second and goes, "All right, come on, then lead the way.
Yay!
Where do you head?"
Try to find the group again.
Cool. You sort of carve your way through the streets. The streets are incredibly busy tonight. It seems like the gala being called off early has made it so. There are people dancing outside in silk robes. You hear bars filled with laughter. You hear the sounds of dice being rolled and people swearing at their losses in multiple casinos dotted around. Give me another perception check, and Namari will help you.
Oh yeah, while we're walking, I'm gonna try to fill her in on what we know.
Yeah,
Finally, okay. A nasty 20.
a nasty 20.
Nasty 20.
You see Namari helping you through the way and trying to predict where they would have gone. You eventually do sort of get more towards Portside, and you guys heading towards, following where Az is leading, see, appearing out of an alley, Mal, along with a much larger person behind her, with these big horns and kind of almost wearing like a butcher's apron.
So this is my friend Namari.
Uh.
Namari, these are random people I met 10 minutes ago.
Okay, hello random people.
Random. Okay.
Nice to meet you. Bo gives a little thumbs up.
See Namari gives you a fist bump.
I go to
Yeah.
shake her
Yes.
hand politely.
She fist bumps your open palm.
Right.
Will as learn.
Third time's a
You
charm.
see that Az gives her a fist bump.
Yeah.
Huge. He caught on.
You
Yeah,
see.
I'm just gonna give names and everything. Just go,
Yeah,
"Alright,
yeah.
That's
You
Verity.
see Namari looks
That's
and goes,
Bofali. That's Az. Don't question Verity. We don't
I
have
mean,
time
I am
for
a little
that.
bit wondering why you got the.
We don't have time for that!
Oh, so we're not telling Vin, right?
Of course not. Why would we even tell?
Are you friends with Vin?
Oh, fuck. Okay.
No.
No, that's
Uh-uh.
just really funny because Meebo really hates that guy.
Yeah, yeah.
They
yeah.
really do not like me either.
Yeah, to be completely honest, Vin rants about you a little bit too much. It's obsessive, but
Obsessed
they
much?
also well,
Obsessive.
Yeah.
a bit, yeah. But
I've tried to.
I don't know why. I've never met this person in my life.
well, they rant about you as a group. Me were the most.
that
well,
makes sense.
I say me were the most. Me were and Dulcie the most.
Yeah. What is the thing?
What happened with Dulcie?
What happened
I don't
with
know.
Dulcie?
Dulcie's as someone who's a very good friend of Dulcie. Dulcie's not really a
The only thing I could like get out of them is that it was like a past thing, like not like
Yeah,
a few years ago past, like a 10 years ago past, I think, or something like that. I don't know.
yeah. Vin is not very open about that kind of thing. I get the vibe why they might hate Miwa with the whole you know, cabaret is only so big, and you can only get well, I say you can only get so jealous. You can get very jealous when your music rival starts playing bigger venues. But to be
Yeah.
fair, I think the only time you guys played Red's Flight one time.
That's correct.
I think that's what they're the most pissed about, to be honest. But look, let's not dwell on it. Vin's not
Yeah.
here. Vin's
Vin's
getting
not here.
drunk in some bar somewhere, and I'm here, I guess, to make sure that a person called Blood Money doesn't turn you into blood.
I don't know. I just thought it'd be fun to bring you along.
Well, thanks. See that Az nods and goes, yeah, why not? It's some extra help. You don't mind the idea of breaking into an old lady's study, do you? You see that Namari shrugs and goes, that's perfectly fine by me, so sure.
Namari, I hate that woman so much.
You hate? I thought you met the woman earlier and she was nice.
Yeah, she was nice, and then she wouldn't let me back in.
To be fair, you were trying to get in her study like after like 10 p.m. like after that. Also, after all that
So,
happened and then late at night.
She's
and-
awake. She was awake. I should have been
Okay.
able to be let back in.
Oh, look, let's not dwell. Okay. You see that Az
Dwelling.
continues to make your way towards the docks, towards Portside. You see on Portside there's more piers, much like on the Pomegranate Promenade. But here you see these are fully used, like full docks where ships are tied up. These huge behemoth vessels that seem to. There's a couple that seem to be sort of from Amore, but even more so from other places. A few Optalan ships, a few ships from Maludum. You see that it's to one of those Optalan ships that Az starts to walk towards. You hear revelry and laughter inside. The sails show a huge flag of a coin dripping in what you can assume is blood. And as you sort of head towards the ship, you see a person sort of sitting on a barrel next to it, tilts his head at you as you approach, and goes, what are you... Oh! Az! Hey. You see Az smiles and goes, hey, look, I'm just here to see Blood Money. I brought some friends, thought might be good time. You see the person with the barrel nods and sits up and goes, okay, well, yeah, I mean, go ahead in. I think she's just gambling right now. You guys are let onto the boat, where you see there are people sat on top of the boat, drinking and laughing with each other, almost like it's an open air tavern. And as you head below deck, you enter a rather fun looking scene. Blood Money herself. She sits at the head of a table. She is a halfling woman that has her hair done up in a bun that is stabbed through with a pin, and she is draped in like this long black trimmed jacket, big knee-high boots, fully dressed like a pirate, with the sort of the edges of her sleeves and the bottom bits of her jacket and pants almost look like they're stained in a different color. You see that Blood Money
is currently sat at the head of a table with a huge roulette wheel. You can just about make out which ones will be black, which ones will be red. But green has had to be outwardly labeled with a small carving into it. You see that as you enter, there's a lot of people in here, and they sort of dull to a silence. And Blood Money looks up at all of you and goes, "Oh, we weren't really expecting any more guests tonight. Are you here to play?"
We were looking to buy.
Oh, looking to buy. Well, we can always get into that, can't we? You see as she sort of stands up, she looks between all of you. She looks at you for a second, Bo, and goes, "Oh, Uptellin?
Yeah.
I would have been able to tell with you yellow hues in another life, but instead it's just that tail of yours. I've seen many of them." You see that
I don't.
you see the Blood Money smiles and goes, "Well, good to see someone from Uptello down here. Not the only one. And look, we have some other strange faces down here." She sort of approaches, looks between all of you and goes, "What a strange bunch. I've heard your music on the radio more times than I can count." She sort of prods you in the chest, Faraday. And,
Oh, please don't touch me.
and you two, I
I'm a
can
guy.
only assume from the look of you. Are you, do you know Salem?
Very well.
Ah.
Unfortunately.
There we go. Well, why don't you come with me? And you see Blood Money starts walking up the steps. You see she's only about 4 feet tall and has like a long trail behind her when she's fully stood from this like humongous jacket that she wears. You see that she brings you up onto the deck and then up all the way towards the mast where she just sits. No, sorry, not on the mast, to the prow of the boat, where she sits on the far front of the prow. Looks towards all of you and goes, "So, what do you need help with in the dead of night?"
We need to break into an old lady study.
Wow, that is not something you hear often. Okay, which
And
one?
that old lady happens to be Professor Morlow.
Oh, this is perfect. You want to break into Merlot's study? Okay, wonderful.
How much will that run us?
Well, what I will say is that there's a meeting going on tomorrow that I would much like to attend. However, I'm not on the seating list, but your dear Salem is, and I imagine she's not in
Of course.
attendance.
No. At least I imagine not.
If you are able to guarantee, all that would require is being outside of the meeting room around 6 in the morning and making sure that none of the other scheming ladies find their way in.
Suppose so. If that's all you're asking, then sure.
Well, it's not all I'm asking.
Ugh.
You see that she leans back and goes, "Alright, you want to break into a study. Do you want to, are you looking to get past the locks or get in a different way?"
Whichever way's easiest.
Well, is she in there? Do you know?
Yes.
Right now, yes.
Okay, well, if you don't want her to see you, I wouldn't recommend the locks then. Can I ask why you want to get in a study, or is that too personal?
Too personal.
Okay, I respect a person's good business to be their own. Now,
Look,
What I can say-
I'm willing to help where I can, just, we need a direction.
very well. If you can't get into her, if you don't want to break down the door in any sort of way because you're worried that she'll see you, do any of you have any sort of way of teleporting in?
We all do.
Wow. Okay, unexpected.
Well, most of us have. At least us three.
You see that
I don't
she
know about those two.
leans as she reaches somewhere in a deep pocket within her long trench coat, and she pulls out a silvery bottle of liquid, and she sort of swivels it around a little bit. She goes, "Potion of invisibility should do you fairly good then, right?
Sure, yeah.
Just a small splash of being invisible and teleport in through the window. Assuming you can get up there. You can get up there, right?
Yep.
Great. And you invisible, sneak past Merlot. She won't know a thing.
Sounds good.
Very well.
And all it's running us is that meeting?
Um,
Nothing else?
that meeting.
And all we have to do is beat up some old ladies.
Well, no. That meeting and one carnation.
Carnation.
Fuck, how much is a carnation again?
Oh,
That's money.
A
It's
carnation
10
is
10
six
roses,
roses.
oh, 6 roses? Cool.
Yeah, there
I'll fork
are
that over.
10 poppies to a rose and 6 roses to a carnation.
Okay, yeah, I'll fork it over.
Cool. You fork over a carnation. She takes it kindly. She goes, "Well, that is an absolute pleasure doing business with you. I hope my seat will be lovely and warm for me in the morning." She tosses the bottle of potion over towards you, gives a sort of sly smile, and goes, "Well, if you don't mind me, I've just bet everything on black, and I'd like to see if I've won."
Good luck. You'll probably fucking beat it.
She stands up and heads back below deck. As stands up and goes, "Great, I didn't even have to say anything. You guys did great there." Okay.
Yeah.
It was mostly Mal.
It was mostly Mal.
You see that Az smiles, and you guys are able to make your way back over to the to the tower that the study is in, back over in the aviary.
While we do this, I'm gonna look over at my friends and go, which one of y'all's the sneakiest? The slimiest?
Stealth is +4 for me.
I have a +4 to stealth.
I wouldn't use metagaming terms, but I have a +0 to start.
So, Verity.
Mhm.
So, I'm gonna hoist you up.
You trust me with my rolls today?
No, I don't.
I did. Hey, I got a nat 20. I got a nat 20.
What choice do we have at this point?
None. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, so is Verity drinking the invisibility potion?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
once we get into position. Because I
Yeah.
imagine it's going to be really hard to wrap tendrils of hair around someone who's invisible.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys get in position. You continue. You lift Verity up outside of the outside of the study towards the window. You drink the potion, and then you teleport in.
Yep.
Okay. You land on the stairs. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check with advantage.
+4 is gonna be a 22.
22. Okay, nice.
Don't get a nat 20. Don't do it, App.
You
Don't
appear
do
on the
it.
stairs. You see that Merlot sort of sits back in her seat. You hear her go, "This is damned thing." She pauses for a second, and for a moment your heart sort of stops in your chest as you think that she's heard you before she leans forward and continues examining the same patch that she's been staring at for like over an hour now. You head upstairs through her study. You head past strange-looking vials of liquid and desks covered in papers. You continue climbing up the stairs until at the very top of Merlot's space, you find a hole in the stone wall that has something above it that is written in Celestial.
I know Celestial.
Lovely. You look ahead at the hole in the wall, and the text above simply reads, "Throw it on the pile."
What?
You heard the woman. Throw it on the pile.
Throw it on the pile.
I don't know what to tell you, man. Throw it in.
Throw what?
You.
It just says, "Throw it on the pile."
Throw it on the pile. Is there anything else like around here?
Not in this area at the top.
Throw like a. Throw like some like. Throw your ink pen in there.
I'm gonna throw myself in there. Yeah, just fucking toss something through and see what happens. I assume it's just gonna get like teleported, but
Cool. You toss. What do you toss through?
what do I have on my person? Throw like a little mirror in there.
Cool. It disappears into the darkness of the hole in the wall, and that's it.
Can I? So to clarify, is it just like a hole, or is in the wall, or is it like, does it like go down?
Yeah, it seems like it's like a hole inset into the wall that like further back goes down somewhere.
How big is it?
Like it's
Person sized?
you could fit in absolutely.
Full send it. I'm going through.
Cool. You disappear, leaping in. There is a brief moment of falling. You take 1 point of falling damage.
Ow.
As you land on a pile of things. There is you land nearby your shattered mirror.
Fuck, my mirror.
But you also see in the room there are a couple of like bits and pieces around the room that look quite strange. One thing from what has been talked about in the group that sticks out to you in this room, there is a very large, cracked, bloody tooth. There is also a door, it seems, in this study. In this like sort of thing you're in. That would lead to somewhere else. And now I will ask you for a stealth check upon landing with disadvantage.
Fuck. God damn it. Fuck. Being invisible still doesn't help?
Not in this case. It's more that invisibility doesn't get rid of what you
It's
sound like.
Yeah,
That's
it's
true.
an audio thing.
Yeah. What do I have to stealth again? +4. That's a 10.
A 10. Great. You clatter onto the ground with a loud thump, followed by like a slightly pained wince from that. You hear a chair move in the other room before you hear a voice sigh and go, okay, I give up. You see she moves over, you hear her moving, and then suddenly the stone wall in front of you parts, and you see her staring down at you, sitting on her little pile of treasures. She stares and goes, hello, Verity. What are you doing in my storeroom?
Real funny story. Great. It's hilarious. One might say.
Invisibility is faded.
Malinaise outside.
I assumed as much. Look, I admire your tenacity to break into my study. That's a very brave thing to do, especially on a night like this where something truly wrong has happened. But since you seem to show no signs of giving up, I will... You see that she moves over, she sort of flicks a hand, and the window opens, and you guys outside hear her call out, I will open my study door. You may all come in.
Underneath her breath, he just goes, yes, yes.
I'm really surprised that worked.
I'm also
I'm just
surprised
gonna
that
like,
worked.
I'm gonna stand up. And it's like such a deep little bow of like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Don't look, I have had many students over the years who have done lots of different things to try to impress me. Admittedly, turning invisible, breaking into my study, and throwing yourself in my magic item hole is certainly a way to impress me.
Magic item hole's crazy.
Magic item hole is crazy. Why do you have a magic item hole?
You guys head around. You see as the door opens, as gives a little smile and goes, yeah, sorry, I was convinced you were involved. You see Merlot shakes her head and goes, no, you were right to be. I am involved in this, don't worry. And since you are being rather persistent, and since I'm intrigued by the fact that the four of you supposedly saw a person in the white light, then we ought to talk, I think. You see that as you, either from her storeroom or from outside, you enter her study, there's just a beat for a second for each of you, where you're somewhere else. Verity. As you exit her storeroom into her sort of like main office, you are suddenly a sort of young teenager again. Sat in a room back in Anthemolopia on a green couch, surrounded by white walls. Someone is sat across from you, a person that you don't recognize at this time in your life, as a voice from somewhere else in the room you hear says, and
Miss Verity, this will be your personal assistant for the tenure of the contract. I would like you to meet Emmy. She has been, of course, trained and qualified in all ways to be professional, as she needs to be. And you see Emmy sort of gives you a wave from across the couch and goes, Hi, I'm very excited.
Yeah, me too.
See that she sort of smiles wide and nods at you, and you hear a voice from somewhere else in the room say, Very good. Well, we shall not keep you at this for too long. Emmy's already been given your first itinerary for the day, and I believe we have a photo shoot booked. Why don't you get busy, Verity?
Of course. Yeah.
You stand up and you see Emmy quickly hurries off with you and begins to go through and say, okay, so 12:30 we need to be over here for the photo, and we fade away from there to another moment. Bo, as you walk through the doors, you are suddenly back in Cromel for a second. There are the sort of faded yellow walls of the homes surrounding you, the sort of twilight of the sky above you. You see in the distance, walking away from you with some pace, is a person that you recognize the form of as much as it pains you. Blues and purples fade away into the distance as this person seems to almost storm from you. What does Bo look like right now?
Bo looks a little a mix of a lot of strong emotions. He's confused, he's annoyed at himself mostly, he's stunned in a way, like he's going through a lot. Unsure of himself. He's sort of like, it's like going outside. You go outside and you're bald one day and you don't notice, and then you go inside and you look into a mirror.
Yeah.
He's sort of just like kind of it, like a wave of self-reflections finally hit.
Yeah.
He sort of like doesn't give chase and just stands there.
You stand there in this memory feeling the weight of a book in your arms. And we then see a younger, more sort of toward the teenage years, Mal. You stood in a hair salon. A voice from somewhere behind you goes, Okay, so how much have you practiced in your own time?
Yes, I do. My mom gives me like wigs sometimes, and she lets me do whatever I want with them.
Perfect. Okay, great. Well, that is some lovely practice. I ask this question to everyone who comes here. Have you cut your own hair before?
Yeah, in the past. My mom doesn't
Okay.
particularly like it because sometimes I do some crazy stuff with it, but then it's all right.
Well, if you can cut your
It
own hair
grows
and
back,
still
it's
end up with
hair,
it looking
it's hair.
decent, yeah, it's hair. Exactly. You'll be fine. And you see, you hear a little like bell chime in the doorway as you hear the voice say, "Hello, welcome. I think we will put you over in that chair over there. Malinee, are you ready?" And you see a sort of middle-aged woman with shoulder-length hair comes in and sits in a chair in front of you.
Hi, how's it going?
You see that she's sort of like using the mirror to look back at you, smiles and says, Good. I think there's just we have there's a birthday coming with my friends, and this needs to be shorter and tidier. Absolutely.
Gotcha. Yeah, we can do that. So what for lengthwise we're looking at?
You see that as she sort of like helps you and directs you. How is Mal like feeling with like scissors working on someone else's head?
Oh, it's amazing. She's like beaming the entire time.
And we see that fades for just a second. You guys are all back here in the present, entering Merlot's study.
Verity, what is the feeling that you have after that memory of your first photo shoot day?
I think it's kind of a weird, like, almost discomfort, I guess. Cause like she's had so many more over the years, and that's like the very first time that she like started on this path, and so it's a weird kind of like,
Yeah.
oh,
You see as you enter, Merlot sort of looks between you all almost expectantly as you see she is currently holding this like small fabric patch in one hand. Well, you can all come into the office.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Sure.
okay.
You see that she makes sure that the door closes behind you.
Can
you
I
see...
like shoulder Namari a little and like lean in? Like, did you just like see something?
Namari gives you a small nod, but doesn't say anything.
Gotcha. Okay.
You see that Merlot sits at her desk and goes, "Okay, well, my curiosity has piqued since you decided to break into my study, which means that you truly must have some great reason, and you all supposedly saw someone in a white light that no one else has seen. So, you are a very interesting group of 4 people, and I'm sorry, I don't know your name." You see Namari smiles and goes, "Yeah, just Namari. I didn't see the person, but I'm here with a friend." You see that she nods and goes, "Very well. Well, if you... Well, what am I saying? Who cares? Look, I should tell you some things about what tonight was intended to be." You see that she grabs a little piece of parchment and quickly begins sketching something on it. You see that she sketches a hexagon with a circle at each of the points. In one circle, you see she draws the tooth. In the second circle, she draws what seems to be like a circular fruit of some kind. It has like leaves on the top. In another circle, she draws almost like a page, perhaps. It's a very rectangular shape, but it's sort of craggled at the edges. In another one, she draws an eye. In another one, she draws some flowers. And in another one, she draws the small fabric patch that you see her handling. She pushes the little diagram towards each of you and goes, "The gala that you came to tonight was originally Cardinal Crimson's idea, sorry, I should say. And I have helped her in it, as have a couple other members of the Red Roost. But this was Cardinal Crimson's attempt to perform a ritual to bring colour back to the world of Canvir, and something has went terribly wrong with it. And that is where we will end this session."
Oh fuck.
Yippee! What did you do, Merlot?
What the fuck, Merlot?
Fuck, Merlot.
Thank you so much for listening. New episodes released Tuesday on YouTube and Spotify. You can also find us on TikTok and Instagram @CritBackAndRelax and on Twitter @CritBackAndRelax. See you next week.